This is a video tutorial on how to use DoubleCheck. First off, DoubleCheck is a very convenient tool for when you stop in your car. It will remind you to maybe get your wallet, get your purse, or God forbid, get something more important like a child left behind in a car or a dog. To start with, when you launch the app, you'll see that there's an instructional guide and video link. When you select it, it gives you more details about DoubleCheck. It gives you an instructional guide on how to use the app. It's very useful. It's a great reminder if you're curious about a new feature you discovered, what it can do. Also, it gives you more information about notifications that you'll see and alerts. There's the video guide link and the rate me link. Please take some time to give your opinion about the app if you find it useful or not. That's always helpful to developers. Next, when you start the app, there are two ways to start it. You can simply start it from the start services here. This option preserves more battery usage. This is the better option if you have a phone that has a pretty good motion sensor hardware. Now, you might not know if that's your case. From testing, I do know that the HTC One, the M8 version, its motion sensor hardware is not as strong as others. So there's another feature or another way to start the app. Basically, for the purpose of this demo, when I start it, you'll see an alert that you can expect to see every time you come to a qualifying stop. And basically, a qualifying stop is when you stop at your house, when you stop at a store or a gas station, anything other than a traffic stoplight or stop sign. So here's an example of the dialog that you'll see. You can select the dismiss not at any location, which means you're probably in traffic or maybe you came to a stop that isn't a significant stop. It's a good idea to select the confirm at location when you do reach a destination, because there is another feature in here that will give you a temperature check. When the heat in the car rises, it'll alert you again separately to say that the vehicle, the heat in the car is becoming increasingly hot. So that's always a good thing. Alert in is a separate alert altogether. Maybe you just want to have another reminder later on about, hey, I have some food in the car, it'll go bad in a half hour. So you can select the alert in. When you select that option, it gives you the times that you can pick, and it'll alert you again separately outside of your stops. Restart in is an option you want to use if you happen to be stuck in traffic. It will pretty much hibernate the tool and then regain your tracking after whatever set amount of time you select. And as you see here, I've entered in a little memo reminder for myself. If you don't have a memo reminder, you will not see the don't forget wallet or whatever you type in. You won't see that option. You'll just see the dismiss, confirm, alert, and restart options. Here you have the option to select a ringtone. I think it's always a good idea to keep the default voice, because you might select a ringtone that you're comfortable with and then you forget, oh, this ringtone is actually supposed to remind me that DoubleCheck is going off. But if you have the default voice reminder, you won't forget what that ringtone is associated to. And in order to select that option, you just select silent or whatever. You might have something that says none. You select that option and then the voice option will appear. In the advanced settings, that is for instance, maybe you just want to run DoubleCheck for a set amount of time, like started at 6, ended at 5. Or like I said earlier, for phones that don't have that sensor that's extra sensitive, you definitely want to start DoubleCheck using this method, run daily. It uses a different type of technology in order to track your stops. So you definitely want that option. Here's your memo reminders, and there's why I typed that information. When you want to only be alerted at locations, you can select this location alert only, which means if you stop at the store or a gas station, you should not receive an alert. You will only be alerted to whatever locations you set here in the set location reminder. When you come here, you're only presented with 3 options. The first icon that you see, the check mark, it is for when you type in an address. It will confirm that address, and then you should see a latitude, longitude value. When you hit X, that simply just removes it. And if you hit the star, that gives you the option not to have to type anything. It will track where you are currently, save that address, and save the latitude, longitude values. That option takes a little bit longer because, again, it's tracking where you are, collecting the address information, and then it will save it. In addition, there's that temperature alert that I mentioned earlier, which basically just tells you, hey, the temperature in your car is becoming increasingly hot. Take action or ignore it. It's just a great extra tool. Again, if you have a dog that you've maybe left in the car and you think to yourself, I'm only going to be in the store for 5 or 10 minutes, this is a great tool to select because it will remind you, hey, that temperatures are becoming increasingly dangerous. I hope you like it. I hope you find this tool very useful. Again, please give us feedback, leave comments if it comes in handy and you find that, oh yeah, this helped me remember to grab my purse or my wallet out of the car. Just write a little feedback and let us know. Thanks so much.